Hello everyone! In this video, we will be talking about the reason why we will be engaging ourselves in the challenging task of conducting an action research project. And that's because we have encountered a research problem. By the end of this video, I hope that you will be able to specify a particular research problem in the classroom that you'd like to address. This is a crucial part of the research process because part of coming up with a solution is correctly identifying a research problem. Before we proceed with our discussion, I'd like to introduce you to Binibining Marites. Binibining Marites is a teacher from the school's division of Negros Occidental. She has 8 years of teaching experience and she teaches grade 9 mathematics. She lives in a coastal community in the south of Negros Occidental, in the same town where her school is located. Her lesson for the first quarter was on quadratic equations, extracting the square root of a given number, finding the roots of a quadratic equation, and sketching the graph of a quadratic function. However, it's already been 4 weeks and she noticed that she had some students who have been having difficulty with the lessons. She noticed this because during the first week of classes, Binibining Marites gave a diagnostic exam to assess how much students were able to retain from the previous year's lesson. Results of her 50-item diagnostic exam revealed that 10 out of her 35 students got less than 20 items correctly. She paid closer attention to these 10 students during the second week of classes by calling them during recitation and board work. Among these students, she found 7 who couldn't give a correct answer in both the recitation and board work problems. She was starting to get an idea where the problem was, but she had to make sure about it. During lunch break, Binibining Marites talked with her co-teachers. Ma'am Joy, the grade 9 science teacher, said that she was also having difficulty with 5 of the students that Binibining Marites mentioned. Sir Bruno, the grade 8 math teacher, said these were the same learners that he had a problem with last school year. He mentioned that some of these students were often absent or late in his classes. On the Monday of the third week of classes, Binibining Marites asked the 7 struggling students to stay after the class so she could give them a review session on their lessons. 2 of the students told her they couldn't stay. Arnel said it was his turn to drive his uncle's tricycle, while Bea said she had to pick up her younger brother from their neighbor who was looking after him. Binibining Marites gave the remaining 5 students exercises to practice on, and the results confirmed what she had been suspecting. All 5 of them had difficulty performing operations on signed numbers. The skill of adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing positive and negative numbers is very important in intermediate algebra. Advanced topics like functions, equations, and graph sketching all require being able to perform operations on signed numbers. Concepts in physics, chemistry, and even economics also make use of these skills. Being able to perform market transactions, banking activities, loans, and investments also require knowledge of operations on signed numbers. What we saw here was an important part of the research process. It required careful attention to what was happening in the classroom, probing to see the root cause of the problem, and engaging with fellow teachers who might have valuable insights on why the problem persisted. By engaging in these steps, Binibining Marites was able to zero in on a particular problem in her classroom, based on particular events that she personally experienced. First, results of her 50-item diagnostic exam revealed that 10 out of her 35 students got less than 20 items correctly. Second, among the 10 students who scored very low in the diagnostic exam, she found 7 who couldn't give a correct answer in both the recitation and board work problems. Third, conversations with fellow teachers revealed that the students she identified also struggled in their previous grade level math subject and in their current science subject. Fourth, conversations with the students exposed the domestic and financial struggles of the learners. And fifth, further tests revealed that the learners had difficulty in adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing signed numbers. With these experiences at hand, she was able to pinpoint that the students she identified struggled in class because they did not have sufficient skills in performing operations on signed numbers. Now that we've taken a look at the steps that Binibining Marites took in identifying a research problem, it's your turn to do the same. What particular issues have you encountered in the first few weeks of classes? Think for a moment and identify a problem in teaching. Make sure you also list down 3 experiences that made you identify this as a problem. You will be needing this information in answering one of our discussion prompts for the week. See you in the next video where we'll be going through the steps in finding a possible solution to the problem you identified.